final whistle has gone at the Liberty, and it is Swansea City to Blackburn Rovers. Shit, that's right. Clueless for Rovers today, despite having a fair bit of possession, but literally not delivering when it matters most in front of goal. Goals on the day for Swansea as they smashed at home a 2-0 victory. Ben Cabango, I think he isn't even a centre-back. Oh, it was a set piece, wasn't it? Of course it was. From a corner, smashed it on home. Good goal. It was a good goal. Maybe some fingers of fault were being pointed at Darrell Enhen, but ultimately Swansea smashed out at home, and they took the lead comfortably, and they went into half-time in front, and then they wrapped it up with an Andre Ayew goal as well. Not the really, I did warn Rovers fans watching on their watch along that Andre Ayew was the man of clinical ability and who could put the ball in the back of the net when called upon, and he showed his experience, he showed his nous, of course, and delivered the goods in the end. So yeah, a good result for Swansea as they move into the dizzy heights of second in the table. Rovers free falling all the way down to 14th of the table. Not good for them. Just one win in the past 5 games now, I believe. Is that correct? I think it's 1 win in 5 for Rovers. Absolutely horrific form. What makes matters worse, though, is Rovers' leading talisman, Adam Armstrong, did pick up a bit of a niggle in the first half. He ploughed forward into the second half and played a little bit further on before being substituted. And the reason why I think it's of concern was he was substituted for defensive midfielder Jacob Davenport. Now when you're chasing a game like we were, you don't bring off your leading talisman unless there's needs must, and I think the needs did must that he should have really stayed on the field, and to swap him for a defensive midfielder while you're chasing the game goes to show that there's an injury there, or there's a bit of concern that Rovers are trying to navigate through. But unfortunately, despite the changes, despite bringing on Tyrese Dolan, despite bringing on Sam Gallagher, and of course even Jacob Davenport, had little to no effect. We did have plenty of opportunities and chances to try and to score, and there was we probably could have had a couple of goals if we're honest with you. As you do look at the stats, we did have 11 shots compared to same as Swansea, but they were more clinical. In fact, from their 11 shots, they had 3 of them on target, and 2 of them went in the back of the net. As the Rovers 11 on the day, 4 on target, and nothing in the back of the net. It's a familiar sort of story for Rovers. It's the way Mowbray wants to play. It's bossing the game, keeping a lot of the ball, but realistically it's frustrating to watch at the moment because there's a lot of backwards passing, a lot of possession, and yes, it's all nice on the eye really, but we've got to start turning these possession-based games into wins, and it's not just against 10 men. We need to win against teams like Swansea, against teams like Reading, especially at home. So the frustration levels for me are starting to boil, and I just don't know how long I can keep up with the mantra. People say you got to stick with it. It will click in place. I'm under that mentality at the moment. It will click into place. But right now, our injury list is long as a Christmas list for Santa Claus right now. We've got Mari Bell out. We've got Barry Douglas out. We've got Dak out. We've got Travis out. Rothwell out. Kaminsky out. We've got a lot of players that would walk straight into that team. And unfortunately, Ayala's out. The Royals' defender is out. So unfortunately, it keeps on growing. And you know what? Armstrong could now be on that list as well. Moving into a busy week of fixtures, of course. Middlesbrough next, though, and they're free flying right now, inflicting their first defeat on Chrissy Hute now. Nottingham Forest. They're up to 5th now, of course, and unbeaten in 5. Just the one defeat for their name. So it's not getting prettier. It's not getting rosy for Rovers. In fact, it's looking much harder for us to keep up the heat. And we're now free falling. We're closer to the drop zone than we are to the top 6. We're good 5 points adrift from them, and only just 3 or 4 points adrift from the relegation spots as it stands. So not great for Rovers. We need to turn this around, and we need to turn it around quick. When will it happen? I just don't know. And we'll hopefully a little bit later on we'll have a detailed review of this match. Take a look at the match ratings, of course. Hear what the fans have to say. Hear what the Mowbray has to say as well, and see just what he can kind of give a verdict of this game. It was not pretty, despite the chances. It was just frustrating at times. And Swansea are a decent unit. They're there on merit. They're not there because they bought their way to the top of the title. They've got some good players that have been there for a while, and it's starting to click into gear with their manager Cooper. I did give them last season as a transitional period with the new manager, and now then they finished well. They finished last season in the playoffs, of course. Now they're here to take it on to the next level. So good result for them in the end. But Rovers, unfortunately, another bit more of the same, and frustrating as well for Rovers. If you're new, make sure to give the video some love and smash the thumbs up. Of course, if you're make sure to bang and subscribe. Of course, to keep your bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, world football related, and we've got it all here under one rooski. Again, so yeah, frustrating times. I'm trying to think of any positives for us in this one. I don't think there was any. I don't think there was any positives for us. Piers looked a little bit more confident, but between the sticks. But ultimately, it's still a lackluster performance that needs a kick up the arse, and it needs to kick up the arse fast. Bradley Dack is on his way back. He is on his way back. But does he fit into this style of play, this 4-3-3 like, or will we revert back to the 4-2-3-1, which we've been used to in the past? So that's something that Moby has to chew about, and probably has to chew about on the international break. But before then and now, we've got a couple of home games on the agenda. Middlesbrough next, and then of course after that we have the visit of who else is coming off straight around the corner. It is QPR. Back-to-back tough games there for Rovers. QPR winning today as well. Anyway, that's it. Be sure to give the video some love, and I'll see you all very soon. Come on, Rovers. This is a bunch of shit that you're dealing with here. I need a result. I need one on Wednesday. But until then, we'll have a preview of that game tomorrow. I'll see you all very soon. Until then, I'm out.